What is up, guys? So today we're going to be talking about tour essentials. So you might be going on your first tour, you might be going on your third tour. Chances are there's some stuff you might forget. So this list is a combination of things I've learned over the years from being a tour van driver, from being in bands that have done multiple tours, and just generally from advice from other people. So let's get down to the list. Number 1, wet wipes. Nobody wants tour bum. Chances are you're going to get sweaty on stage, your pits are going to stink, and getting hold of a shower is never easy on tour. So get some wet wipes. Number 2, this is one of the biggest ones, chargers and power banks. If you've been on tour before, you know the hassle with chargers. Chances are 2 people out of 5 have a charger for some reason, and then you have that constant discussion of, mate, what percent are you on? What's the point? Just take more chargers. If you've got a couple of chargers, just take them, and take power banks as well. You never know when you might be without a plug socket. It's worth just having a handful thrown in your bag, as long as they're not those EE ones that blow up. Also, with power banks, you might find that in the van that you're in, you might not have any plug sockets at all. No one wants a 4-hour journey with absolutely no charge. Sack that. 3, extension leads. Chances are at venues, plug sockets are going to be hard to come by. Now, you're going to have pedals, you're going to have heads, you're going to have phones that you want to charge, you might have a trigger, you might even have like an iPod that you need to run a backing track off. Just take some extension leads, have them in like a gearbox that you've got that's got random stuff in. You're probably going to need them in like hotels and houses and anywhere you stay basically. So pack some extension leads. 4, spares. Take spares. Take extra strings. Like, I can't count how many times a show has been cut short because someone didn't bring some extra strings. Why? They don't cost that much. You're going on tour, take some strings. Make sure you restring before tour. There's nothing worse than having a manky string snap on the first song of your first show on tour. You're gonna look an idiot. You know, take picks, take cables, anything you can to save you having the hassle of cutting a show short, and it'll also save you taking that expensive trip to Dawson's or PMT or wherever. It's just worth doing. 5, meds. Always need meds. Paracetamol, ibuprofen, vitamins. I mean, you're probably going to end up, if it's your first tour especially, you're probably going to end up drinking. You don't want to be dealing with hangovers all the time. Like, take paracetamol, take ibuprofen. You're going to have bangover. You're going to need them. And vitamins as well. You're going to be eating like crap on tour. Probably the first time you go on tour. You need to keep yourself as in best health as you can. They're worth taking. As a side note, try not to get smashed all the time. I know it's your first tour, or maybe it's your second or third and you like a drink. Everyone does. Chances are that other professional band who are headlining, you're first on, you're all absolutely smashed. You're playing like crap. You're just going to look idiots. Chances are it could affect any other shows that you might get in the future. I mean, there might be someone though who's taking an interest in your music online, might be considering being your booking agent maybe. They see you get on stage, out of your face, play a terrible show, is your opportunity gone? It's just not worth it. Just try, contain it as much as you can. Maybe just have a couple of drinks after the show. Just don't go mad. It's not worth it. 6, planning. Plan ahead. It's really not that hard. If you're going somewhere, Google Maps says it takes 2 hours. Chances are it's going to take 3, maybe more. You know, you're going to need to stop at service stations. You're going to need food. So there might be traffic, accidents. You just don't know what's going to happen. It's not worth getting to a show 2 hours late because you decided you want to sit on your mate's sofa and just waste a bit of extra time before setting off. Just set off early. Just take that extra time. If you get to a show 2 hours early, it's fine. Get something to eat. Go and have a walk around. Just do something. Maybe set up your gear. Maybe check it. You know, use that time wisely instead of wasting it and potentially being late and looking really unprofessional to the promoter. As a side note of that, don't be getting smashed going down the M1. Those 20 extra toilet stops you're going to need because you decided you will have 10 cans of Carling. It's going to know your driver, it's going to know your bandmates, and it's also going to make that journey take a hell of a lot longer. It's not worth it. Just wait until you get there and have a couple. 7. Headphones. At some point in time, your bandmates are going to start doing your head in. It's bound to happen. If you're in a confined area with people 24 hours a day, 5, 7, 10 days or more, you're going to get on each other's nerves. Take some headphones. It just gives you that opportunity to take some time to yourself, just put on some relaxing music and just block out whatever else is going on. Well worth doing. 8. Food. It's well worth stocking up on food before the tour. Don't go and get 100 crisps and a load of chocolate and a load of rubbish. Be smart. Get stuff that'll see you through in a pinch. Get things like breakfast bars, protein drinks, things that if you're hungry you can have and they won't make you feel like crap. Keeping on top of food and diet on tour is hard, I know. I'm a vegetarian myself and it's quite difficult on tour, but it's always doable. There's always ways. Get pittas, get hummus, you know. There's loads of ways for different diets to kind of get by on tour. I mean, I know tons and tons of vegan lads that tour months at a time and they can get through fine, no matter what your diet or your dietary requirements are. There's always a way of doing it without just eating rubbish all the time. Also, water. Buy some crates of water right at the start of the tour. Nothing worse than like having to splash out £1-2 a bottle for some water at a service station because everyone forgot to get drinks. I know at the start of the tour there'll be loads of people who'll have like cans of Monster, they'll have beers, they'll have Coke, all sorts of pop and stuff. But the thing is, at 5 a.m. in a lay-by, as you wake up in your pants in a van, you're going to want some water. Your mouth is going to be hanging and you need that refreshment you're only going to get from water pretty much. And it will make you feel better throughout the tour as well. If you get bored of the taste of water, there's always little concentrate bottles you can get that make it taste like fruit water or whatever. It's worth it. 9. Pillows and sleeping bags. I know I shouldn't have to say it, but I can't count how many times I've been on a tour and the lads forgot pillows and sleeping bags. You're essentially living in a van, potentially someone's sofa, a promoter's floor, camping essentially in buildings and vehicles for 5, 7, 10 more days. How can you forget pillows and sleeping bags? They've got to be on your list. Essential packing. Number 10. Might not seem like an essential one. Trust me, it is. Earplugs and an eye mask. Some inconsiderate person in your band snores like a rhino. You might not even know yet. You might not have slept in the same place before, but someone's going to snore. And if you're trying to get those 2 hours sleep before your headline show in Scarborough, Liverpool, or wherever you're going, you're going to struggle if a few of you are kipping and he's snoring his face off. Or you might be struggling to sleep as it is, and it's the last thing you need in a service station car park on the floor of a van is someone just nah. Smash some earplugs in. Also, if you're trying to sleep in the day, an eye mask just helps. I know some of you might be like, I don't want to wear an eye mask. It's worth it. If you get a better sleep, that's your list. That is my tour essentials packing list. But there's a bonus one. This one really only applies if you're a vocalist, but it's something I've learned from over 10 years of various types of touring. If you're a vocalist, take these on tour. It's not vocal zones. No. That stuff, that just masks the problem. If you want to treat the problem, this is what you need. If your voice is getting hoarse, if you're losing your voice, if you're not hitting those notes, what you need is Manuka honey, specifically Manuka honey. Don't just go to supermarket and get any honey. Get Manuka honey and peppermint and licorice tea. Why? Well, the Manuka honey helps to repair anything that you do to your throat in the process. Like, ideally, you should be warming up. You should be treating your voice well. You shouldn't be having dairy. You shouldn't be having pastry. You should be having room temperature water. Do everything you possibly can to treat your voice well. Because if not, I mean, you might be fine on days 1, 2, and 3. Day 9, you're going to sound terrible. And that's not going to look good. So Manuka honey helps to repair anything that you might have done. It's just got those healing properties that really seem to help repair your vocals the fastest of anything I've ever tried using, and I've tried loads of stuff. And also the peppermint and licorice tea, the peppermint seems to open everything up. It really opens your lungs up. It seems to help, especially with prior to going on stage, and the licorice just seems to help line it. I mean, I know even like vocal zones and stuff like that, you'll get, you know, they're essentially licorice and menthol, so all they're doing is numbing and lining, but it's not really repairing what you've already done. Well, I hope this has been useful, guys. Let me know below if there's anything you think I forgot, or if maybe you want a different edition, maybe taurine essentials for vegetarians, or taurine essentials for Europe, because that is different. There is a lot of different stuff you might need. But make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and let me know what you think, and I'll catch you soon.